lovely people, you're welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for watching me every day. It's yet another day and we are going to continue with our video on confidence. And so if you are watching me, this is the part 2. The part 1, check the description box for a link to the part 1. You really need to watch that one so that you can understand what we are saying here. And so in this part 2 video, we are going to talk about how to deal with your low self-confidence. As we said in the other video, there are a lot of young people out there struggling with finding themselves, struggling with coming out. They have some skills, some abilities. They don't know how to go about it. They are so scared because society, parents and friends make it look like, oh, this one, if you have these skills, it means you're not good. If you venture into this trade, it means you're not intelligent. And so if you are that person struggling, how do you deal with this? Do you just accept it and be there like that? Or you need to deal with it? And in dealing with it, how do you go about it so that you don't end up becoming worse? What positive ways are you supposed to deal with it? And I'm going to share with you my story, how I dealt with my low self-confidence growing up as a child, as I shared with you in the other video. And so in dealing with low self-confidence, we are going to start with parents, society, then we come to the individual. If you are watching me and you have not yet subscribed, I want to beg you to consider subscribing. Share this video. You don't know whom you will be helping out there. You don't know someone struggling with low self-esteem or low self-confidence. And so share this video to help someone to also deal with some of these difficulties we are all struggling with, or most people are struggling with. So what are some of the things that parents can do to help their kids' confidence level? The first thing is, as a parent, stop comparing your kids with other kids. See every child as unique. Even your children in the house, stop comparing them. And this one is better than this because this one is academically good and this one is academically bad. You try to compare them and make this one always feel bad. Stop comparing. If she is poor academically, look at what she's good at and center on it and always talk about it to the child so that the child will also feel good about him or herself. Allow them to take risk. Some parents, they don't allow their kids to take risk at all because they think they are not good. Oh, I bet say no. For this, my son is not good at all. Hey, don't give this thing to him. No. Allow them to take risk. Allow them to be responsible for something and guide them. Allow them to take up some difficult task. Let them make those mistakes. They are human and learn from them. Parents with children with disabilities most of the time think, oh, my child cannot see, so I will not allow my child, if she wants to sweep, no, I'll not allow her to wash, I'll not allow her to do this. And so do that and you kill the confidence level of that child. And so the child cannot stand up and do anything. Whether the child is blind, visually impaired, whether the child is hearing impaired, that child has some capabilities in him or her. Allow them to take part in house activities. The more you allow them to take part in these activities, the more you build their confidence level and they are able to go out there and do something for themselves. They don't become a burden to others. Help them identify and develop on their potentials. That is what you are supposed to do as a parent. Help your child figure out what he or she is good at and then build on it instead of always talking negative about them. For me, the younger ones in the house, they are my cousins. So I took it upon myself that I'm going to help them in that way. And so one of my cousins, Vincent, very good at drawing. Growing up as a child, he would draw anything. And when he draws, I said, wow, Kobe, you did this. This is beautiful. Wow. Even if it's not that beautiful, I will say it in a way that this child will feel so good. And so whenever he draws, he'll come and show it to me. Today, when Vincent makes artwork, you'll be amazed. Imagine if I was, what is this? Some of you parents, when your kids pick a pen to draw, a pencil to draw, you say, stop and go and learn math. Instead of you to go and read your books and your English and math and science, you are here drawing stupid things. Maybe that child's future or talent or gift is in the artwork, but you speak to make the child not to be able to. Stop always looking at their mistakes and always making them feel bad because for you, artwork is not your thing. And so you think artwork is bad. someone in art is not serious. No, stop tagging it that way and help them realize their capabilities, their abilities, so that they can build on them and become great, and you yourself too will be proud one day. Have a conversation with them on their academics. Discuss the academics. Know what they are weak, where they are weak. Okay, you are weak in math. Okay, so what do you think we can do? Okay, I'm going to get you a math teacher. Okay, so how do you want to learn the math so that you can better up? You discuss this and stop being isolated from your kids' academics and letting teachers do all their job. Parents be part of it. And so we say parents have a lot of role to play in the confidence level of their kids. And so as a parent, these are some of the few things you need to do. If you are watching me, you can share some of the points with us. Someone will be reading and will be learning from it. And if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. Let's look at society. What are some of the things society can do also to build the confidence level of others? In talking with others, if you can give them a non-threatening, confidential, and accepting environment, that alone can do them so much good. We all need someone to talk to. And so create that kind of environment. If it's a church, if it's a school, if it's whatever, create that environment where individuals in that club or that group can come and talk without being judged, without being talked down, without being looked down upon, without them feeling like they are incapable. That environment, that conducive environment, society, church, wherever we must be created for individuals. People, especially hurting people, need to know that someone cares for them, especially in their pain. And so when people are in pain, let them know that we care for them. Phone call, that how are you, that oh it shall be well, that oh don't give up, give it a try, can build a confidence level of people in our church, in the schools, in our societies. Stop ridiculing and labeling people. When people make mistakes, let's stop ridiculing them. Let's stop making them feel so bad about themselves. Let's stop labeling them, calling them names. We kill their confidence level. Stop criticizing and finding fault. You are always finding fault in people's life, in their statements. So when someone mounts the pulpit to preach, you are marking mistakes, you are criticizing, you are finding fault. When someone is standing there presenting, you are finding fault. When you do that, they don't feel like coming out to do anything. So we should stop. Schools, churches, groups that we find ourselves in, stop criticizing and finding fault and labeling people as well. Appreciate others' effort. When people put in an effort to do something, appreciate it. Let them feel like, oh, I also did something. Wow. So I also appreciate it. Show genuine concern and genuine likeness and love for them, not the fake ones, because they will definitely know. Positive around people. When you are around people, be positive. If the person is like, hey, I can't do this, oh no, you can do it. I remember in school fellowship, we were trying to set up a committee for something, and then I got close to one lady and I said, I'm going to mention your name. And she was like, hey, Sister Ruth, me, I can't do it too. I said, sure, you can do it. You'll be able to do it. So I'm going to mention your name. I mentioned the name and she was part of that committee. Later, this lady came to say, hey, Sister Ruth, I didn't know I'll be able to do this. So if not you, I thought as for me, I'm not good at this at all. So you see, let's be positive around people. Give people words of encouragement and positive words. And stop making them feel that they are not good. All of us, we have a role to play in building each other's confidence level. Let's allow people to come out with their pain. Create that environment where your friend can tell you that what you did, I didn't like it. Create that environment where that student can say, sir, please, you told me this and I wasn't happy. Don't put fear in there and make the, hey, keep quiet, you cannot talk. Create that environment where the younger one can come out of their shell and then talk. Give their ideas. Allow them to speak. Let them make their mistakes and correct them. Now, so we have seen what parents can do, what the society too we can do. Now, individual, you yourself, you the one facing that challenge. What can you do to build your confidence level? I want to read this. What I see in myself is one important component of self-esteem. However, it is an incomplete and often faulty picture. Subjectivity can lead to misinterpretation when assessing people, including ourselves. And so what we see in ourselves is very important, but it can be incomplete because sometimes you see yourself as ugly, but truly you are not ugly. You are beautiful. Sometimes you see yourself as incapable, but truly you are capable. And so, one, you yourself, change your mindset. Your mindset is what is controlling everything about you. And so the moment you change that mindset, that negative mindset, and begin to be positive, that is when your confidence level will grow. And so change your mindset about me, I'm ugly, me, I'm not good, me, I cannot do this, and become positive and say, I can do it. Yes, I'm not good at it, but I will learn, I will try, I will know. Change that mindset and be positive. Stop comparing yourself with others. Stop, hey, she's slim, she has this body, me, I'm too fat, me, I'm this, me, no, stop comparing yourself. Begin to focus on yourself, the good things in you, and build on it. Stop comparing yourself. Hey, she has 2 dresses, me, I have only one. As for her, she's from a rich family. That is why she's able to do this. Me and my family, we are poor. So no. Who says so? Yes, I am from a poor family, but I can also do this. Yes, my family, they are this, but I can also go through university, have my master's, have PhD. I don't care. Yes, my friend is rich. I don't care. So let's stop comparing ourselves with others and look at the good things in us and build on it. That is what makes you unique. Live within your standard. Live within your standard. A lot of us, our confidence level is low. We try to compare ourselves with others and we want to also be on top. We try to live outside our standard. You can't afford this. Don't stress yourself. This is what your money can purchase. Yes, my friend is buying a shoe worth 500 cedis. Me, I can afford 100 cedis. Go for that. Stop living outside your means and live within your means. Do not allow people to dictate how you should spend your money with their lifestyle. Society, what is going on social media, all these dresses, forget some of them, they borrow money before they can look that good. Some of them, that shoe that they are wearing, they borrow. Some of them, those dresses that they are wearing, they have to borrow to show to the public. And so that's your one dress. Be good, feel good about it, and be positive that a time will come, you'll be able to afford more and live within your standard. Living within your standard, it makes you comfortable. One thing I've learned about living within your standard is, one, you do not owe anyone. Nobody will call you and ask for their money. You don't owe anyone. Two, you don't become stressed. Hey, what will I do? Hey, so this dress, I've worn it twice. Hey, so I'm going to wear it again. You don't be, that stress doesn't get you. You can repeat your shoe 1,000 times. You don't care. Work on yourself if you can. That is another point I want to share with you. Work on yourself if you can. Stop saying I'm too fat. If you can reduce yourself, if you can work on your fatness. Me, I used to be fatter than this. I said, no, Charlie, I'm getting out of hand. Let me start diet and start exercising. And I started reducing and reducing. Even now, I've putting on a little, but I'm still working on it. So work on yourself, your academics. If you completed high school and you are not okay with it, stop sitting there feeling sad. And me, I just went to high school, and me, I don't have any university degree, and you feel sad about yourself, and you want people to also pity you in that line. No. If you're not okay with the high school certificate, get a degree for yourself. If you're not okay with the first degree, get a second degree, third degree, fourth degree, 100 degree, get them. Work on yourself. Where you can develop yourself, find a skill and develop it. And stop sitting there and always being sad and being depressed and say, me, I don't have. If you think you are too fat and you are not happy with it, cut down the portions. Don't eat too much. And then when you go for a program and they are talking about fat people, you become sad. You become bad because you think someone is talking about you. Meanwhile, the person doesn't even know you. And so why don't you take the initiative to work on yourself, better yourself, change your mindset. Check your dressing. You dress and you look so bad. You are not okay. So if you think that your dressing is no good, change it. I'm not saying go and buy expensive things. You used to wear too loose dress and that makes you look ugly. Try and adjust that dress a little. Yes, you want to go natural, but it doesn't mean going natural means your hair should look ugly. You can still do something beautiful with your hair, and people will look at you and they will still appreciate you yourself. You stand in the mirror and you appreciate your beauty. And so work on your dressing. What you can change about yourself, change your way of talking, your way of thinking, your way of dressing, eating, your body stature. Things you cannot change about yourself, just accept it and live with it and be good about it. Things like your height. You are too tall. People laugh at you. You can't change it. That's how God created you. You are too short. You can't change it. You have lost one of your arms. You can't change it. You are blind. You can't change it. You are hearing impaired. You can't change it. That is how God created you. And so those things, you accept them and look at the positivity around it and work on them. But the ones you can change them and be good and stop living in your old self and always feeling sad about yourself and looking for people to love you for who you are. If you cannot love yourself for who you are, we should love you for who you are. One of the things I also want to talk to you about in building self-confidence is language. Do you know that when you find yourself at a place where you can communicate with them in their language, it boosts your confidence level? But if you cannot communicate in that language, everything you want to say, you become shadowed, you can't say. And so let me use English as an example. We are not perfect English speakers because English is not our language. But stop being that kind of, ask for English is not my language, so I will not learn. Then you find yourself at a point or at a place where you are supposed to deliver in English. And you are stuck. You can't say anything. You have been given the opportunity to express yourself, but because of English language. Meanwhile, you have been to school. It's different from you have not gone to school. You have been through education. And so people expect that so far as you have been to formal education, you have had formal education, you should be able to speak that language. So why don't you take the pain to learn the language? Even if it's not 100% well spoken, at least you can express yourself. And stop trying to hide about it's not my language, and then you find yourself at a place and your confidence level dies, all because you cannot express yourself in that language that you went to school and you were taught in. I wasn't good academically, so I said to myself when I was coming to the university, I must speak good English. Even if it's not 100%, I must learn. Yes, I found myself in a company of others where they will laugh at me and all that. Even now, my English is not 100%. But I still forced to speak it. Even if I'll make mistakes, I don't care. Learn to change things about yourself to boost your own confidence level. Get counseling if it's getting too much. Get counseling. Get some mature-minded person you can talk to. That will help you also boost your self-confidence. These are some of the things I also did for myself. I got counseling from others. I will speak with some people about certain things that are bothering me, and they will counsel me. Oh, Ruth, go this way. Oh, do this. Oh, don't look at. And it was helping me build my self-confidence. Get counseling if it's getting too much for you, so that this low self-esteem does not take the best out of you. Affirm yourself. Stand in the mirror. Tell yourself, I can do it. Yes, I can go to this extent. Me to have abilities, I can work. I'll always be positive. One of the things as individual you can also do for yourself is set goals for yourself and act on them. Don't set goals, oh, next year I want to learn how to sew. You have set that goal, then you just relax, you don't care. No, it doesn't work like that. One, when you're able to achieve that goal, you become happy. I remember when I said to myself, I'm going to learn how to sew in 2 months, and I was able to. When I sew dress, whoever I meet on the way or at church, I'll tell me, this dress, I made it myself. Oh. Then people are like, since when did you start learning how to sew? That you have been able to make this dress. But I said, sit there, be there. I made noise all. I was so happy to let people know that me, I can sew my own dress. So set goals and achieve them, because the more you set them, you act on them and you achieve them, it gives you some kind of confidence, some kind of satisfaction within. You become joyous and feel satisfied that, wow, I've been able to achieve this. Be proud of your little achievement. The little things you are able to achieve, be proud. Like I said, when I make one dress, even if there are mistakes on it, the way I will be happy and make noise about them. Even up to now, when I sew dress for someone, I see the person wearing it, I'm proud. Celebrate it. Be proud of the little things. You can use social media to also build your self-confidence. You do something beautiful or something simple, take a picture of it, post it on social media, and people will start what? Comment, oh, this is beautiful, oh, you did well. It boosts your confidence level. And so for me, you come, I'll cook. Take a video of it, post it on YouTube. So visit my cooking channel, Mark's Kitchen. I'm sharing a lot of recipes and diets here and there. Don't wait to build a big mansion or buy a car or make some huge property before you see that you have achieved something. No matter how little, be proud of it. I've been able to finish that exams and you've passed, even though you didn't become first, but you didn't also fail. You are in between. Celebrate it. I remember when I was in vocational school FC, we wrote exams and I had 76 my whole life. I have never written exams and had 76. That day, I called my family, everybody. I wrote the exams, I had 76 home. And interestingly, my friends who had 100, who had 90, 99 will go to the madam and complain, Madam, why didn't you give me 100? Why did you give me 99? And Madam, why did you give me 90? Me, I didn't care, my 76. I was so happy. I was rejoicing even more than those who had 99. Be proud of the little things. Visualize yourself as you want to be. Visualize, oh, me, I want to be this. I'm going to be great. Visualize, see yourself in that line. Now, if you begin to see yourself in that line, you are able to live in that line also. Do you get it? If you're able to visualize yourself as a great person in the future, decisions that you make will be geared towards that. You are able to, your confidence level comes up. It boosts your confidence. Yes, well, in future I'm going to have my PhD, and so you are going to work towards that, and it will make you more confident to go for that course. You will not be of, hey, PhD, they say it's difficult to me, I can't do it. So, and you become afraid, and then you sit there. Hey, they said masters comes with a lot of presentation. Me, I'm not good at public speaking. Oh, then you sit there, you die. But if you visualize yourself as someone with masters, I remember people going for my masters, actually, then I'll have my masters. And then they will say that when they are calling masters, people meet up part. Yes. Then I say, hey, I'll go for it. Then yes, they say it's difficult. Me, I will do it. Even if it's difficult, I will do it. I said that to myself. And by the grace of God, I did it. And I'm done with my masters, Master of Philosophy. And so always visualize yourself in that line. It helps you to take bold decisions. It helps you to move forward. It helps you to be confident in yourself. Talk about what you don't like and learn to say no. If it is a no, it's a no. Not, I'm not sure. Talk about it. You said this to me, I don't like it. That is one thing that has helped me a lot. Talk about what you don't like. It has helped me a lot to talk about it. So me, I am one person. I cannot keep quiet when I'm being hurt. I will talk about it. And so when something is going bad for you, somebody does something you don't like, talk about it. Yes, from the beginning it will be difficult, but gather the strength. Pray about it as a Christian. If you're a Christian, pray about it. Call the person, sit the person, please, I want to talk to you. Please, you said this and this and this. I didn't like it. I wasn't happy about it. So please, however the person takes it, even if the person becomes angry, you yourself, you feel comfortable within that you talked about it. It will give you some confidence, and next time you should talk about it again. It doesn't matter who the person is, whether the person is a pastor, a lawyer, who the person is. If you don't like about something, talk about it, but be respectful. Don't go and be tearing yourself apart. No, that is not a sign of confidence. Be respectful about it. Talk about it, and you will be okay than dying inside and being depressed. Get involved with people. Your friends are somewhere, you have all gathered somewhere, people are doing something, you isolate yourself and you expect people to come. Get involved. Church activities, get involved. School activities, get involved. They are playing, they are doing this, get involved. Stop isolating yourself somewhere and expecting people to be the one to come around and get involved with you. You take the initiative to be involved. Get involved. Oh, can I also try this? Oh, Oh, let me help you with this. Oh, I want to carry this. Then it builds your confidence level. But if you are there and you are not trying, you are not getting involved, how will you know that you are good at this? And so I need to do this or not to do this. Be informed. One of the things that is killing youth of today is we don't read. We go on social media and all that we do is to read unnecessary things and search on. Google is there. Someone will ask, what is this? When you can just go to Google it and know. So why don't you read? Read. When you are informed, it also builds your confidence level, because you get out there, people are talking about this and this, you also have something to say. You don't become like this because you are informed, you know what you're talking about. And so for me, one of the things that I learned to do was to read a lot. And my brother, my elder brother, helped me to read. He would buy books for me on Amazon. Get me a tablet with a lot of books to read. And so I read. And my brother, when I'm talking to him, I'm so proud because you see that he reads a lot. And so I was also pushed to read, and he also encouraged me, would buy books for me to read. And so when you go out there in public and you are giving contribution, everybody wants to listen. And when that thing happens, it boosts your confidence level. But you are not reading. You want to talk. You didn't speak sense to. Your confidence level will die. And so expose yourself with much reading, and you yourself will be proud about yourself. It will boost your confidence level. Stop reading all those fairy tales and read something that will educate your mind. Learn to be informed. Another point I also want to share with you is dwell on your potentials and not your weaknesses. Some of you talk so much about your weaknesses. Are you trying to tell me that you have nothing good in you? Those potentials, why don't you dwell on them? Maybe you are good at doing something with your hands. Maybe you are good at serving. And so you are that person, you can go to church and clean the tables. And why don't you focus on that and do more? The more you clean that table very well, and the pastor or the leader is talking about it, the more you yourself, you become happy. Oh, so I did something and pastor is appreciating it, and it will boost your confidence level. But if you are there, you are always looking at your weakness, focusing on that. Oh, what are you doing for yourself? You are killing yourself. And so, my dear, everybody, every human being has something good in them. Look at what is good in you. If you have not come to realize it, go to God in prayer. Me, I prayed a lot. I talked to God a lot about it. God, this is what is worrying me. I want to come out of it. So help me. Let me realize where I am good at, my capabilities, and work on them. And the more you talk to God, God is a loving God. He will help you identify all these things and give you the strength to focus and work on them. Get an hobby. Get an hobby. It could be sewing. You know, most of my examples is sewing, because sewing is my hobby. When they ask you what's your hobby, say my hobby is watching movies. Like, seriously, and you have that in your CV. Which company will employ you? Somebody whose hobby is watching movies, and you want them to employ you. That is not the kind of hobby I'm talking about. But get an hobby which can also help you to grow intellectually, emotionally. For me, my hobby is sewing. So when I'm saying it's not a work for me, I do it, and I do it with all my passion. And so, hey, I have a sewing channel on YouTube, Max Clothing. Just subscribe and follow my sewing tutorials. You know how to sew, okay? And so get an hobby. It could be football, it could be writing, it could be singing, it could be composing music, it could be anything. When you get an hobby and you do it well, it boosts your confidence level. Give yourself a challenge. Take up a risk. Give yourself a challenge. Stop always hiding behind a comfortable lead. Hey, if I try this, I will fail. Oh, try and fail. You will learn from it. So take up a challenge. When you take up a challenge, you fail. You do it again. You win. Even if you fail 7 times, you do it again. One day you win. It will build your confidence level. And you get ideas and skills in them a lot. One of the things for me, I can't take is when you tell me you can't do it. The moment you tell me I can't do it, I want to prove you wrong. So when I was coming to the university, someone told me I can't. It's too difficult. Well, in fact, when I started remedial classes, you see, when I was at vocational school, I did hairdressing for 6 months after I wanted to do beauty therapy in massage, makeups, and all those things. Someone told me it's difficult, so you can't do it. I said, what? Like, seriously? Those who are doing it, are they human beings more than me? I will do it. I did it, and I had first class and some awards in that. In fact, I did it and went ahead, and at the end of the day, I was even employed in the school. Do you get it? And so, do not allow people to tell you can't do it. The things you tell me, you can't do it. That is when I want to prove you wrong. Unless it's a negative thing. That one, if it's a negative thing, you said I can't do it. Yes, I can't do it. That one, I will not come and prove you wrong. But if it's something good, you tell me I can't do it. I want to let you know that you are lying. With Christ, I can do all things. Stop dwelling on the past. Stop living in your past. Yes, you did this, you failed. And so what? Are you the only failure? Are you the only person who have done something and failed? And so what? Stop dwelling on the past, living in the past. And focus, yes, in the past I was this and this and this. I lived this life. It has affected me on this way. Yes, these people are aware of my past life. And so what? Don't they have past? Focus on the future. When you stop dwelling on the past, your confidence level will come. And you begin to see your self-worth and do something good about yourself. And so stop dwelling on the past. Support others. Learn to be supportive in other people's lives. Support others. It gives a lot of joy when you know that it is through you that this person have become this. You become joyful. When I learned sewing, I've taught some people sewing for free. It was something I decided to do for others. And so when this person sewing, I always say that you can never talk about your sewing without mentioning my name, because you said that Sister Ruth taught me sewing for free, and I do it with all passion. And so learn to support others. Stop always sitting there and wishing that someone will fail. Try to be part of the success stories of others. It gives you some confidence. It builds your confidence. It makes you feel good about yourself. Learn to support others emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually, any way that you can think of. Not in the negative way, in the positive way. Be supportive. My dear, I have said a lot. But one of the things that can also help you to build your confidence level, it's also understanding God's view about yourself. If you begin to understand God's point of view about yourself, you do not care about any other view. You don't give a damn about what people say. If you come to understand that the Bible in 1 Peter 2:9 says, "But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people belonging to God, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light." Amen. If you come to understand this Bible verse, and you see that I'm a royal priesthood, and so you will not allow yourself to be treated anyhow. You will not stay in an abusive relationship, no matter how painful it feels. You quit it because you know your self-worth in the eyes of God. Come to understand how God sees you. That is the most important thing. The cross tells us that no matter what others think of us or what our society thinks of us, we are of infinite value to the creator of the universe. Amen. God created us in his own image. He values us. And so for us, God doesn't see us as nothing. In the eyes of some people, they came from monkeys and others. But for us, God created us in his own image. So we need to value ourselves. And when you come to understand that, you will not allow anybody to speak ill about you. I'm going to share this story with you. God used my younger brother, Godfred, to help me also to come out of that thinking of me being ugly. I was in the kitchen one day cooking, busy grinding, not knowing my brother was standing at the door, looking at me, and I was busy. So the moment I raised my eye, my eyes met his, and the only words that came out of my brother's mouth was, "You are beautiful." And I felt some goosebumps all over me. I stopped what I was doing at the kitchen, went to my room, stood in the mirror and looked at myself. Am I that beautiful? Because he said it with all passion. And I started feeling good. So I'm that beautiful. For my brother to speak in that passionate way. And so you see, God used my brother to help me eradicate that thought of me thinking I am ugly. And I started feeling good about myself, saying that I'm beautiful. And so I need to give myself good treats. So my dear, even if you don't get anyone to tell you these words, come to understand that in the eyes of God, you are special. You are a royal priesthood. So give yourself a good treat. Value yourself and be confident about the little things God has blessed you with. And the more you act on them, you develop them, the more they become great and you become a star out there. I want to read something to you. A Christian has a clear advantage over someone who does not accept or believe in the Lord. God is on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to listen to the depressed, stressed, lonely, and anxious soul. This relationship with God should be sufficient reason to feel special and to gain some relief from low self-esteem. Amen. And so this relationship with God should help you to be confident enough and stop looking down upon yourself and stop always hiding yourself being sad. Hey, if no one loves you, love yourself. If no one is giving you a treat on your birthday, give yourself a treat. Take yourself out there. Go and eat some pizza for yourself. If no one is taking you out for shopping, shop for yourself. If no one is buying a gift for you, buy a gift, wrap it for yourself. Feel good, give yourself a good treat. Come to understand that God is always there for you and you are special to him and he's always ready to communicate with you. And so find something you are interested in, do it and do it with all your heart and appreciate the little things God has given you and give yourself a good treat. In this way, with the help of God, your confidence level is going to be high and high and high. Thanks so much, my dear, for watching me. If you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing, like and share this video. Watch out for more and more messages from me. Have a blessed, confident day. Bye-bye.